think you need a block for any of your forward folds or two, make sure that you go and grab them. And then we are going to get started lying on our backs. So take a comfortable position. You can do whatever you want with your legs. If you feel like you need a hip opener, feel free to bring the soles of the feet together. If you feel like you need something else, or maybe a supported bridge to start, feel free to go there. Wherever you are, take a nice deep breath in, fill up the lungs. And then nice big open mouth exhale. And one more like that, just inviting your practice. Nice deep breath in through the nose. And big open mouth exhale. Take a few deep breaths here just to settle in and arrive on your mat. Letting go of anything that's already happened or anything that is yet to come today. And one more cycle of breath here. And then you're going to send your left leg along on the mat. Start to draw your right knee in towards the chest. And if it feels good in your body, you're just going to take some hip circles, drawing the knee to the outer shoulder and then across the body, circling it down and away. And once you've done a couple in one direction, you can take it in the other direction. Letting that right arm come off to the side. You're just going to draw the right leg across towards the left side of your mat, maybe scooting the hips a little bit to the left for a gentle spinal twist. You can feel free to look out over the right hand. And slowly release it back to center. Now you're going to grab behind the right leg, either around the calf, the ankle, or the hamstring, and start to straighten the leg up towards the sky, maybe pointing and flexing through the ankle, maybe taking some circles. And then give that leg one final hug in towards the chest. And then send the right leg long as you draw the left knee in towards the chest. And taking those hip circles on this side, just noticing any difference between the sides. Staying nice and heavy through that right leg. Switching directions. And then taking the right hand to the outside of the left knee, scooch the hips a little bit to the left as you draw the left knee over towards the right, coming into your spinal twist. Maybe looking out over that left hand. And drawing it back in through center, take a hold behind that left leg anywhere that works for you. Coming into a hamstring stretch, feeling free to play around with some ankle mobility. Draw that left knee in towards the chest, draw the right knee in towards the chest, give it a little bit of a hug, and then your choice, you can roll to one side or you can roll the length of the spine to make your way up to a seated position. And then we're going to do something a little bit different. So my friend teaches booty yoga, which is like dance yoga, and this is a really cool move that they do in it. So you're going to bring the chest forward, over to the side, and then do a nice big loop backwards, and then come forward. You can really have your hands kind of wherever works the best for you. You're trying to keep your sit bones grounded on the floor, and then kind of move from your upper thoracic rib cage And if making the circle doesn't make sense, then you can just go front, side, back, side. And then you can feel free to speed it up if that feels good. And then next time you come through center, we're just going to take it in the opposite direction. So start nice and slow, maybe making a little box shape or maybe making a full circle. And then feeling free to speed it up. And then come through center. Take the hands back behind you. You're just going to cross the ankles in the opposite direction. Inhale, sweep the arms up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, left hand to right knee as you take your twist. And if you want to and it feels good in your body here, you can continue with those circles, circling the chest to the right, away from the midline. Just getting movement in different parts of our spine that we don't use. Take one more inhale here. And then on your next inhale, sweep it up through center. And then as you exhale, right hand to left knee, taking your twist. And once again, if you feel like you want to do some spirals in through the spine and get some movement in through the different parts, you can feel free to take that. One more cycle of breath here. And then on your next inhale, sweep your arms up through center. And then as you exhale, roll over the shins, making your way into all fours. And then we'll take some cat-cow, so move to the pace of your own breath. And as always, feel free to add in any movements that feel good in your body. Maybe making some circles with the hips, or taking big circles, sending the hips back towards the heels, and then coming up and over the wrists. Just play around and find what feels the best through your body. We'll stay for about 5 more breaths. One more cycle. Bring yourself to a neutral spine, ground down through the left hand. As you inhale, sweep the right arm up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, you're going to thread it under. We're just coming to hover. Inhale, sweep it back up to the sky. Exhale, thread it under. Just one more like that. Inhale, sweep it up to the sky. And this time as you exhale, thread it under and maybe come to rest on the back of the right arm. Maybe the right ear comes to the floor. You can stay here, or maybe you reach the left hand forward, or maybe you reach it around the back for the inner right thigh. And if you want to deepen the stretch, you can maybe start to reach the left leg straight behind you, maybe hovering it up off the mat. If you took the leg out, slowly bring it back in. Inhale, send left arm towards the sky. Exhale, plant it down by the face. And then as you inhale, take that right arm up to the sky. And then as you exhale, take it down to the floor. Plant the right hand. Inhale, sweep that left arm open. And then as you exhale, thread it through. 2 more just like that. And then on last one, coming to rest on the back of that left arm, taking whatever variation you did on the other side, maybe taking the rack with the right arm, maybe extending that right leg behind you. And then bringing everything back to center. Inhale, sweep that right arm up. And then exhale, place it down by the face. Inhale, unwind yourself. And then exhale, bring it back to tabletop. Inhale, you're going to sweep that right arm up again. Kick the left toes off to the left and then pivot to come and lean on that left leg. So we're in a modified side plank. As you inhale, sweep that right arm towards the top of the room, getting a nice full body stretch. You can stay here or you can float that right leg up behind you if you feel like doing that. And then from here, we're going to take the right hand behind the head, bring the right knee back down to a tabletop position. As you inhale, we're going to open up the chest, elbow to the sky. And then as you exhale, you're going to collapse it down as if the elbow was going to touch the floor. Inhale, sweep it open. And then as you exhale, bring it down. We'll take 3 more like that. We're really isolating the upper back here, taking the shoulder out of the equation. Last one. And then as you exhale, return that right hand to the floor. Inhale, sweep the left arm up, take the right foot over to the right, and then open yourself up into your modified side plank. Inhaling, sweeping that left arm towards the top of the room for a beautiful side body stretch. Staying here or maybe bringing that left leg up to the floor. The left leg was floating, take the foot down, take the left hand behind the head, bring the knees to a tabletop position. As you inhale, open the chest to the left, elbow towards the sky. And then as you exhale, collapse it down. And just take 4 more like that at your own breath. And then take the left hand down to meet the right. Tuck under the toes, send the hips back towards the heels, and then start to straighten the legs coming up into your downward facing dog. Taking a few breaths to make any movements that you want to. Active, press the floor away with the hands and reach the tail up towards the sky. You can stay here or you can start to ground down through the left hand and take the right hand towards the left leg or ankle. Draw the right elbow off to the side and then start to look out underneath that left armpit. If it doesn't reach the foot, then you can always just come to rest the hand on the mat halfway in between. And you can always feel free to do this from all fours. And you can hang out here, or if you want to challenge your balance, if you're feeling jazzy, you can start to float the right toes up any amount off the floor, just for a little bit of fun. And wherever you are, we'll take right hand back to the floor, and then reach the left hand towards the right leg, ankle, calf, or maybe the right side of the mat. Or if you're in all fours, you're going to reach it to the outside of the knee. And you can hang out here, or maybe you start to play with the balance by coming up off that left leg or foot. And then bringing the left hand back down to the mat. Walking the feet up behind the wrists, coming into a forward fold. And take a generous bend in the knees and really just let the torso rest on the thighs, maybe swaying from side to side. Maybe a big open mouth exhale to let anything go. And then release the arms nice and heavy. Start to stack the spine as you roll your way all the way up into a standing position. Take a breath here. Let the body recalibrate. We're upside down for a while. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead and start to extension. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step the right leg back, knee can be up or down. Exhale, plank or tabletop. Hold the breath, lower knees, chest, forehead. Inhale, peel through cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step the right leg forward, left knee can drop if you want. Exhale, fold at the top of the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left leg steps. Exhale, plank or table. Hold the breath, lower knees, chest, forehead. Inhale, peel the chest through, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left leg steps. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right leg steps. Exhale, plank or table. Hold the breath as you lower. Inhale to cobra. Exhale to dog. Inhale, right leg. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left. Exhale, plank or table. Hold the breath as you lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, dog. Inhale, left. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise. One more round. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right. Exhale, plank or table. Hold the breath to lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, dog. Inhale, right leg. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise. Last one. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left. Exhale, plank or table. Hold the breath, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, dog. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. You're going to take your hands out 90 degrees in front of you. Keep the left arm as it is, and as you inhale, as if you're pulling back a bow, you're going to reach that right arm behind you. And then as you exhale, you're going to do a wide sweep, come back to meet the left arm. Inhale, draw your bow back. Keep the hips facing forward if you can. And then as you exhale, wide sweep forward. We're just going to take 3 more like that, drawing the right hip forward as the right rib cage rotates backwards. And on this one, as you inhale, we're going to hold it back there. Take 3 nice deep breaths. If it's not comfortable to turn your neck, you can always feel free to keep looking forward. As you inhale, sweep both arms up and overhead, come through center. And then as you exhale, fold it forward. Generous bend in the knees, start to stack the spine, roll yourself all the way back up to standing. And then we'll take the other side. Take a hand out to 90, right hand stays where it is. As you inhale, draw your bow back. And then as you exhale, circle. Just take 4 more like that, keeping that left hip drawing forward slightly. Scoop them around the big toes. As you inhale, peel the chest forward. And then as you exhale, draw the elbows off to the side as you fold forward. Taking a moment, shake the head, yes, no, release any tension. Release the grip on the toes as you inhale, come into a halfway lift. And then as you exhale, you're going to step the right leg all the way back, keep the knee lifted. Plant the right hand underneath the shoulder, and as you inhale, sweep the left arm up to the sky. If you need to lower the back knee, please feel free to do so. From here, you've got options. You can keep the knee down or lifted. We're going to upright the torso, keeping the twist. So we're either coming into a twisted crescent or a twisted Anjaneyasana. Wherever you are, keep that left hip drawing forward slightly as the left rib cage draws back. Inhale, flip the front palm, sweep the sky with the hand, reverse twisted crescent situation. And then as you exhale, cartwheel the hands to the top of the mat, step the right leg up to meet the left. Inhale, come into a halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Step that left leg back, knee up or down. Left hand is under the shoulder. As you inhale, sweep the right arm up towards the sky. Back knee up or down. As you inhale, you're going to start to upright the torso, reaching the right hip forward, the right rib cage and hand backwards. Gaze can be towards your back thumb. As you inhale, flip that front palm, sweep the sky. And then as you exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Step the left leg forward to meet the right. Inhale, come into a halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Walk the feet out so they're about mat distance apart and turn the toes out. And start to sink the hips down, coming into your Malasana Yogi squat. Feel free to take a block underneath your seat, or feel free to take your mat rolled up underneath your heels. And you can hang out here, or you can take the left hand towards the floor, and as you inhale, start to sweep that right arm up towards the sky. Bring it back through center if you came into your twist, and take the right hand down. Sweep the left arm up towards the sky. Bring it through center. Take one nice deep inhale. And then as you exhale, forward fold. Heel toe the feet so that they're hips distance apart. Lift up the toes, and then you're just going to slip the palms underneath the hands. Bend the knees as much as you need to, and if that doesn't work, you can always just hold on to the big toes. Start to lift up the fronts of the feet. Release the hands as you inhale, come all the way to standing. And then as you exhale, right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale, sweep it up through center. Exhale, left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale, bring it up through center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come into a halfway lift. Keep the left hand down. And as you exhale, you're going to sweep that right arm up towards the sky, gently drawing the right hip down. You can stay here or reach that right hand behind the back, maybe reaching to the inner left thigh. Or the left hip crease. Next inhale, sweep that right arm back up towards the sky. And as you exhale, release into your forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Right hand to the floor or a block. And then sweep that left arm up and open. Maybe wrapping it around behind the back, reaching for that right hip crease. Sweep that arm up towards the sky, and then as you exhale, fold it down. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen, and then as you exhale, you're going to step the right foot back, and we're going to come into warrior one. So back foot is on a 45-degree angle, your heel to heel, and then as you inhale, raise up, bending through the front leg. If this doesn't work in your back knee, you're going to come back into crescent pose. As you exhale, you're going to interlace the hands behind the lower back. Inhale, open up through the chest. And then as you exhale, you're going to dive the chest forward, coming into humble warrior. The shoulder can come to the inside of the knee, or if it's more comfortable in your body, the torso will fold over the thigh. And let the head be heavy. From here, you're just going to release the hands down to the floor, spin onto the back toes as you inhale, plant the right hand, exhale, and then on your next inhale, spin open into your simple twist. Knee can be up or down. Take one more breath here. And then on your next inhale, back knee up or down, we're going to come back up into our crescent or our upright twist, just for a breath. Flip that front palm, inhale, reverse. And then as you exhale, you're going to straighten out the front leg, either coming into pyramid if you're standing, or if your knee is down, you're going to come into Ardha Hanumanasana. then look towards the top of the mat. Step the right foot up to meet the left. Inhale, come into your halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Step the left leg back, set yourself up heel to heel for warrior one. Nice deep bend in through that front knee, and then raise yourself up. And again, if it doesn't work on the back knee, you're just going to spin that heel up towards the sky for the crescent. Keep drawing the right hip back, lengthen through the spine. 2 more breaths. And then interlace the hands the non-dominant way behind the back. Inhale, heel the chest open. And then as you exhale, dive forward into your humble warrior. Either shoulder to the inside or torso over the thigh. Making sure that that right knee doesn't collapse in towards the midline. Keep hugging the right hip under you. Slowly releasing the grip, take the fingers down, spin onto the back toes. Inhale, peel that chest open. Exhale, plant the left hand under the shoulder. Inhale, sweep open into your simple twist. Take a few breaths here. And then back knee up or down, we're coming into our revolved crescent or Anjaneyasana. Flip that front palm, inhale, reverse your pose. And then as you exhale, cartwheel the hands down as you start to straighten out through the front leg. Ardha Hanumanasana or pyramid pose. Look towards the top of the mat, step the left foot up to meet the right. Inhale, come into your halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up and overhead. Exhale, come to standing. So you can stay with either of those variations that we did before, or you're going to start to bring the right knee up and towards the chest. So everybody inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. As you exhale, the right arm will go back, left arm will go forward. Maybe the left knee lifts. Maybe you take the left hand to the right knee and then start to send those right fingertips back behind you. You inhale, keep the knee lifted, come back through center with the arms. And then as you exhale, we're going to step that right leg all the way to the back of the mat and turn to face the long end of the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. And then as you exhale, swan dive forward, coming into a wide-legged forward fold. Feet are parallel, maybe a little bit pigeon-toed. And you can start to walk the hands back in between the feet. Maybe the head comes to the floor or a block, or maybe you just let it hang. And then start to come halfway up on your inhale. Take the left hand to a block or the floor. And then start to sweep that right arm up towards the sky. Take a nice deep inhale here. And then as you exhale, we're just going to switch it out. So sweep the right hand down. And on your next inhale, open up through the left side. Exhale, take left hand down. Inhale, sweep the right. Exhale through center. Inhale left. And take one more on each side. Inhale, lengthen the spine through center, and then exhale, forward fold. Engage through the legs. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up to standing. And then as you exhale, you're just going to step yourself back to the top of the mat. We'll do the other side. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. As you exhale, take the left arm back, the right arm forward. Maybe that left knee lifts in towards the chest, and maybe you take a hold of the knee with the right hand, drawing the left hip forward, the left rib cage backwards. Slowly release the hands through center. Keep the knee lifted if you can. And then as you exhale, we're going to step the left leg towards the back of the mat. This time, interlace the hands behind the back as you inhale. And then as you exhale, fold forward for a chest expansion. Release the interlace of the hands. Inhale, come up onto fingertips for a halfway lift. And then exhale, fold forward. Gentle bend in the knees. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. And then as you exhale, step yourself to the top of your mat. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step the right leg back, lower the back knee. Untuck the toes. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. And then as you exhale, you're going to bring the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Coming into your twist. If this doesn't work for you, you can always stay with the variation that we stayed with before. If you want to up level a little bit, you're going to tuck under the back toes and power up through the back knee, sending energy out through the crown of the head and through the back heel. Raise the back knee, lower it down. Unwind yourself, and as you inhale, everybody come into Ardha Hanumanasana. You can feel free to stay here, or you're going to take that right hand underneath the right shoulder, and inhale, sweep that left arm up towards the sky. Start to come back into your half split. Plant down through the front foot and lift the back knee. Inhale in your runner's lunge. And then as you exhale, step the right leg forward to lift the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step the left leg back, drop the knee and untuck the toes. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. And then as you exhale, cross the left elbow to the outside of the right knee, or stay with the hand down on the floor and come into your open twist. Option to stay here, or if you want to level up, you can tuck under the back toes, strongly lift the back knee as you send the crown and the heel in opposite directions. Slowly lower the back knee if you had it lifted. And then as you inhale, you're going to straighten out through the front leg, coming into Ardha Hanumanasana. Staying here, or taking the left hand underneath the left shoulder and sweeping that right arm up towards the sky. exhale, bring the hand back down, plant down through the right foot, lift the back knee, step the left leg forward to meet the right. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, come all the way to standing. And then as you exhale, right arm back, left arm forward. Option to bring that knee up. Option, if it's in your practice, to grab the outside edge of the right foot and start to extend that leg any amount. And then release the foot. We're going to step it all the way to the back of the mat again. Inhale, circle, sweep the arms up. And then as you exhale, fold. So we're going to come into egg beater pose. You're going to take the right hand to the left ankle. And then you're going to cross the left arm in front. You might have to shorten your stance a little bit. And then you're going to start to draw the left elbow towards the front of the mat. So you're going to end up kind of looking in between your arms. So left arm forward, right arm back. And you should feel a nice big stretch through the left side of the body. Slowly start to draw the elbows back together, unwind yourself. Inhale, come into a halfway lift on the fingertips. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, strong legs, sweep yourself all the way up. And then as you exhale, step it up to the top of the mat. Second side, as you inhale, sweep those arms up. And then as you exhale, take it to your level, left arm back, right arm forward. Maybe knee lifts. Maybe you grab a hold of the knee or the foot. And then release your leg if you had it. Step it all the way to the back of the mat, and we'll take the other side. Inhale, circle, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold it forward. This time the left hand is going to go to the right ankle first, and then the right arm is going to cross on top. Start to draw the right elbow towards the long edge, toward the front of your mat, and start to look out underneath that right armpit. Slowly start to unwind yourself. Inhale, come into your halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, circle sweep all the way up to standing. And then as you exhale, come to the top of your mat. One last little standing bit and then we'll sit. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, step the right leg back. Knee can be up or down. As you inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. And then as you exhale, take that right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Or, as always, stick with this variation. Option, if it's in your practice, to send the right hand to the floor, the left hand to the sky in reverse. And if you split the palms, bring them back together. Everybody unwind yourself. Back knee up or down. You're going to start to straighten the front leg. Stay here, or right hand underneath, right shoulder. Inhale, sweep that left arm to the sky. Either a twisted half split or a twisted pyramid pose. wherever you are, exhale that left hand down. Step the right foot up to meet the left. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale to fold. Step the left leg back, knee can be up or down as you inhale, upright the torso. And then as you exhale, take that left elbow to the outside of the right knee or take the left hand underneath the shoulder. Option to stay here, or you can split the arms, taking the right hand to the sky, left hand to the floor. And then as you exhale, unwind yourself, start to straighten out through that front leg. Take the left hand underneath the shoulder, and then as you inhale, sweep that right arm up to the sky, twisted pyramid or twisted half split, or feel free just to stay in the forward fold. Came into the twist. As you exhale, take that right hand down, step left leg up to meet the right. Inhale, halfway lift, and then as you exhale, you're going to raise up onto the toes and start to sink the hips all the way down to the heels, feeling free to take a block underneath your feet or underneath your seat. You can come all the way to sitting for this next bit if you want to. Otherwise, we're going to start to take the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Stay with both hands on the floor, twisting like this, or you can bring the hands into prayer for a little side crow prep. If your bum is down on the block or the floor, you're essentially in a little this kind of situation, which is actually harder than this one, I find. And if you're so inclined, please feel free to go into your elbows. And then you're going to inhale yourself back through center. And then as you exhale, we're going to take right elbow to the outside of left knee, hands on the floor, or you can bring hands to heart center. Feel free to take your side crow. Feel free to have your hips on the block. And then start to unwind yourself wherever you are, and we're all going to make our way onto our seat. And I think we did this the other day. We're going to do some hip mobility. So we're going to keep the legs bent, feet are about hips distance apart. You're going to let the knees fall over to one side. The knee is going to come into the sole of the foot, and then we're just going to windshield wiper from side to side. So you can have your hands behind you, you can have them in front of you, wherever feels kind of the most intuitive to you. Am I the only one that's like slowly making my way across the room? No, I am just like walking forward slowly. I'm going to take a couple more on each side. And then once you're even on both sides, we'll come back through center. You're either going to keep the right leg straight, or you're going to bend the right knee up underneath you. Take the left foot to the outside of the right leg or knee. Left hand behind you. Inhale, sweep the right arm up. And then as you exhale, either hooking the elbow around the knee or hugging the knee. And if you wanted to, like we did in the start of class, take those little spirals with the spine, making little circles with your chest. You can feel free to do that. Play around with moving towards midline and moving away from midline. Find what feels better for you. And then you're going to release your twist. Keep the right leg where it is. You're going to take the fingers, interlace them around the sole of the left foot, and just start to extend that left leg out in front of you for heron pose. And you can feel free to stay here or take the right hand to the outside edge of the left foot and start to send that left arm back behind you, either to float or feeling free to bring it down onto the floor or a block. Then as you exhale, unwind it, come back to center, and then you're either going to send the left leg long or scoop it up underneath you. Take the right foot over, right hand behind, inhale, sweep the arm up, and then exhale, either hugging around the knee or hooking that elbow to the outside of the knee. Slowly unwinding yourself back to center. Keep the left leg as it is. Interlace the fingers and take them around the sole of the right foot, extending that right knee any amount for crouch asana. Feeling free to stay here or take the left hand to the outside edge of the right foot. Send that right arm behind you, either to float or to the floor or a block. And then slowly unwinding yourself, coming back to center. So we'll take a hip opener of your choice. You can come into double pigeon, so both of the shins will be parallel with the front of the mat, and you'll stack one shin on top of the other. You can cross over the legs and come into Gomukhasana. You can come into a single pigeon, or you can just come into a cross-legged pose. So find a pose that's kind of working for you. We didn't do any really deep hip openers today, so kind of assess your level as to where you're feeling it. And then wherever you are, you can feel free to fold forward, you can feel free to stay upright. Wherever you are, we're going to switch sides when you're ready, feeling free to stay there longer if you want to. feel like you want to, you can feel free to stay here a little bit longer. Otherwise, we're going to slowly unravel ourselves. When you're ready, making your way down onto your back. Once you've arrived on your back, give your knees a gentle hug in towards the chest. And then send the arms out to a capital T, taking your final spinal twist. It can look like whatever you want it to look like. Maybe you just stack the knees. Maybe you draw one ankle on top of the other knee, or take eagle legs. Do what feels good for you. And if you're all out of twisting and you'd prefer to take a supported bridge or another pose, you're more than welcome to do that. If you're in your twist, slowly bring yourself through center and take it over to the other side. Drawing yourself back to center, giving the knees a hug in towards the chest. Taking any final poses you feel like you need, maybe a happy baby, maybe there's another pose that you feel like you need to make your practice complete. Ready, giving your knees one final squeeze in towards the chest, maybe rolling the nose up towards the knees and squeezing everything into a tight little ball. And then as you exhale through your mouth, you let yourself go into your final resting position, whatever that may look like for you. Feel free to take a few nice big open mouth exhales, just letting go of anything that's no longer serving you. You're ready, feel yourself just surrender completely into the mat. Your body supported on the earth. And acknowledging any passing thoughts without judgment, without attachment, like clouds in the sky. When you're ready, slowly start to bring some life back into your body, wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes. Maybe giving yourself a nice full body stretch, reaching the arms up and overhead. And when you feel you're ready, rolling onto one side, taking a moment to rest. No hurry, move at your own pace. And just take a moment of thanks and gratitude for your body and all the amazing things that it does for you every day and all the cool shapes that it can get you into. And just take one final moment just to let go of anything that's no longer serving you. When you're ready, making your way to a comfortable seated position. And bring the hands together at the forehead. Today, as you go forward, may you have clarity in your thoughts. To the mouth, may you have truth in your words. And to the heart, may you have generosity within. Namaste.